My friends, I want to thank you for checking to make sure that you are still subscribed. Thanks to you, we have gotten about 250 more subscribers back from the algorithm. Many of you had been unsubscribed without your knowledge by the algorithm. Thank you for checking. Thank you for subscribing. This channel has been under attack, and this makes a big difference. With your support, we will win the battle to save pop culture. Thank you for watching, and now, on to the video. Captain America Brave New World, or as it's called now, New World Order, or vice versa, I can't keep track, has been an absolute train wreck since it started filming. I have some excellent sources sending me information about this whole Captain America debacle, sources that have been chronicling this allegedly troubled production ever since the reshoots began, and I can tell you, this is a new low for Disney, as amazing as that seems, given the history of failure, wokeness, and sheer bloody incompetence from the House of Mouse. In a nutshell, here's what sources claim has been going on with Captain America 4, just to bring you up to speed on what's gone before, so I can update you on the latest rumor to come my way. But let me tell you, Marvel is desperate to fix this debacle, and the solution they're thinking of implementing will just make it worse.
The first thing to mention, if I may interject at this juncture, is this movie was completed like last year, completed and tested, and rumor has it they've scrapped the whole thing and they're starting over from scratch. A complete reshoot from top to bottom. So it's not only the name that's changed, it's the whole shit and caboodle.
That's where the whole trouble started, Harvey Cthulhu. And I have some more details to share with you from my Hollywood spies about why the whole movie was scrapped, some fresh rumors that you're going to find highly amusing, I'll get to that in a minute, but reshooting the movie from scratch isn't the worst of it, my friends. At this point, I must state that what I'm about to share with you is information provided to my Hollywood spies from a source or sources claiming knowledge of the situation, but since I cannot personally confirm any of this, I am presenting it as unverified rumor, and I ask you to please take it with a grain of salt.
Sodium levels properly elevated, Doomcock. Pray proceed, although I cannot imagine what could be worse than reshooting an entire movie from scratch.
You can't imagine worse? Well, let me expand your horizons, O Skull of Calderon. I submit it to you. What could be worse than reshooting a movie without a script? Let's recap, folks, because you need to understand just how long this thing has been fucked up. I got the first hints that Captain America 4 was FUBAR back on November 27th, 2023, saying that the movie had atrocious test screenings, that audiences objected to Captain America lecturing white America to do better, that the whole thing was DOA. I have new info on what the problem was with those test screenings to share with you in a moment, but let's move on for now. Then, December of 2023 through February of 2024, I received numerous accounts of the chaos on the set, and a source or sources claimed that the reshoots were proceeding without a script. That instead of an actual script, the director just had a list of shots in a notebook he was grabbing for action scenes, which could be shot on green screen without any context, just purely mechanical action sequences. I was told that Anthony Mackie at one point pitched a fit on set and said basically, "What the hell are we doing here? Where's the script? Can I just have a script? We're wasting our time here. We don't know what we're doing, and eventually we'll wind up back here shooting more new shit." Well, jump forward to an update on February 5th, where I was told, quote, "What the crew had been doing is reshooting fight scenes. The problem that Anthony has with this process is we are reshooting each fight scene at least 4 different ways. And unless I'm mistaken, it seems the main villain has been replaced? It's so confusing, I've never seen anything like this. And we still do not have a script. What we have is a notebook with fighting scenes outlines. Don't be surprised if this movie gets pushed back even further, like fall of 2025 or possibly 2026. I'd also like to hammer home, this movie was done last year and is in the process of being completely remade, including possibly a new villain. A new villain? Or possibly a new hero? Could it possibly be that we're even getting a new hero in Captain America 4? Now here's where the new information begins, folks. Buckle up. Things are about to get really weird, and again, I must stress that this is only a rumor, albeit a rumor that could explain why they still didn't have a final script as late as April 17th of this year, folks, when I was told, quote, according to our source, whose credentials we have confirmed beyond a doubt, Cap 4 is in total chaos. There is still no script, and all the reshoots of the fights have been finished. The entire cast and crew have been in the hotel for almost 2 weeks and are waiting for the official script, unquote. Okay, folks, on April 25th, I received the following update from my Hollywood spies, quote, so just to be clear, this is very new information and we are still working on it, but there seems to be smoke here, so I want to keep you in the loop because this could possibly be a scoop. Black Captain America is not working in test screenings, even among all black audiences according to our sources. Disney has shown approximately 4 different screenings. Allegedly, none is over 25% approved by any demographic, unquote. Now, to be clear, what they're talking about here is the original test screenings, which is why they scrapped the whole movie, apparently. Evidently, the feedback was so bad, Disney decided they had to start over, and for whatever reason, according to this source, Black Captain America isn't getting the job done. Now, I doubt this is Anthony Mackie's fault. It's probably the script and the woke lecturing, and I feel bad for him, because he's excellent as a Falcon. But regardless, this is what I was told. So, if a Black Captain America isn't going to work, then what's the solution? Bringing back Chris Evans? Casting a new, younger, white male Captain America? Ha! Fuck no! No! That would make too much sense. What are you, crazy? So what do my spies tell me is Disney's solution to this problem? Quote, enter Captain Carter. Disney does not want to cast a white male as Captain America. Disney is gambling that Peggy Carter can replace the male captain. How, you ask? Well, we have an exclusive from an old source that we trust who has a very good track record. That being said, this source called in yesterday, claimed to have seen a draft of the new plan for Marvel. He said, according to this, Peggy Carter may be in the Captain America 4 movie. It will be a test to see how the audience reaction will be. To be honest, we have more on this, but we want time to get more details and verify. Right now, we can't rule out that this is A, misinformation, or B, a leak to see how the toxic fans, aka the people that support you, react, unquote.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Really? Captain Carter? So now Cap is a chick? These stupid fucks just can't stand to actually fix anything. This'll just make it even worse.
My spies have more information they're trying to track down, Harvey, but they are expressing a healthy skepticism here, acknowledging this leak could be just to fuck with us. And yet, this would very neatly explain why there is, as of yet, still no official script after months of reshoots. I mean, turning Captain America into a woman isn't a little thing. It takes a lot of thought, a lot of nerve, and a lot of revision and planning. It's insane to shoot a movie without a script, to have a crew camped out in a hotel waiting because they've run out of action shit to shoot. But it makes sense if they don't even know if their hero is going to be turned from a he to a she by the end of the movie. I mean, you gotta know your hero, you gotta know your villain. Little shit like that kind of matters when you're shooting a movie, you know? And I imagine at this point, if they're desperate enough to consider such a radical move as turning Peggy Carter into Captain America, then yeah, that's going to take a bit longer than a normal script to hash out, since it has implications for the rest of the MCU. As for me, I'm with my Hollywood spies. I'm skeptical of this, and yet, amid all the chaos and madness of a scriptless production, I suppose anything is possible. But yeah, take this with a grain of salt. I certainly am. From the center of the earth, this is Dictor Van Doomcock bidding you all, my friends, stay angry.
Ha 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 ha.